It's the semifinals of the 2016 Qatar Classic. Mohammed El Shorbagy is the world number one and is dominating the PSA World Tour. But for the last hour and 10 minutes, Nick Matthew has put together an almost perfect performance. It's another tactical masterclass of length, width, height, and clever attacks. Matthew is inching towards an unbelievable 3-love victory, and Shorbagy is barely hanging on, diving just to stay alive. So with Matthew at 9-8 and only 2 points away from victory, we will witness what is quite possibly the greatest example of someone completely turning a match around in one rally. This is Mohammed El Shorbagy at his most defensive, most mentally tough, head down, doing anything it takes to stay alive.
Oh, he's got him. I thought he had him there. Shorbagy hanging on here. Oh, wow, how's he getting these back?
Some great pickups, so tight from Matthew.
Oh, what an exchange! What an exchange!
Absolutely incredible there from
Amazing!
Shorbagy.
How does he do it?
The mere fact that Shorbagy wins this rally proves why he's one of the greatest players of all time. Nick Matthew is conducting perfect squash, closing down the court to the extent that Shorbagy has basically zero options. All he can do is dig deep and try and get the ball back. And he does, every single time. What sets up this initial onslaught of pressure from Nick Matthew is how low he gets here. Matthew sells the drop, Shorbagy bites, and then Matthew goes deep. With Shorbagy reaching, Matthew steps forward and puts in the first attack, an inch-perfect volley drop that somehow Shorbagy gets his racket under. And then he sets in another inch-perfect drop, followed by 2 more drops perfectly glued to the sidewall. Shorbagy forced into the absolute depths of the left wall, and then finally a counter so good from Shorbagy it forces the error. Matthew has thrown everything he has at Shorbagy, and somehow the world number one has survived this onslaught. Matthew played perfect squash, and there was nothing more he could do. This moment levels the score at 9-all and completely turns the match around. Shorbagy wins the next 2 points quickly to take the game 11-9. He takes game 4 11-4 in 7 minutes and then wins the match 11-9 in the 5th. But it was this rally at 8-9 in the 3rd game that truly turned this match around. So how do we work on digging deeper than ever like Mohammed El Shorbagy? To simulate this, we're going to do a pressure session. Anything I hit to the front of the court, Hal must counter drop straight, and anything I hit to the back, he has to boast. So he's always having to cover the entire court, and I'm making him dig into the absolute depths of the front corners. This is a high-octane pressure session, and I'm constantly trying to stretch him to his absolute physical limits to where he's just barely getting to the ball. We'll usually do sessions where he has to get 40 shots back successfully, then a quick rest, and we repeat. And for more content, click here in the top right corner for our latest video, The Greatest Escapes in Squash History.